you experience something inside your body, it creates a certain feeling or a vibration or energy that's associated with it, right? And then so you're something and you vibrate, right? And you have your energy, you have your feelings and your thoughts and all these things, and then you're attracting towards you something else that resonates with the same frequency. So it all starts with you. That's why your body matters so much, and your nervous system, because your nervous system is the way that you see the world, right? It is how you put a label or say, this is what I experienced. It's through your senses and your nervous system. And whatever it is your nervous system is tuned into or is set to, that is how you experience. And we're going to talk about it later, but it's okay if your nervous system is set for scarcity or for lack or for whatever it is. We just want to know, where are we starting from so that we can shift, okay? So it all starts with you, right? And what I want you to know is that what you want, so the abundance, the hope, the wellness, the joy, the inner peace, that's already here, okay? Everything you want to call in, it's already here. And what happens is you become the version of you that has what you want, okay? And how do you know that what you want is also seeking you? Well, you have that desire planted in you, and everybody has different desires. So it is something that is specific. Like, even we have abundance in all areas. There's going to be specific areas that you are attracted to, and in the certain way that you want to do it in order to receive that it is that you want, right? Everybody has a different desire or a path to get there. So the first thing I want you to know is what you're seeking is also seeking you, right? So last week, my daughter's birthday is coming up. So I'm planning a birthday party for her. I'm looking at the different options. She's telling me what she wants. And I was looking at this animal rescue that does birthday parties. It's a reptile rescue. Anyways, so what I'm searching for, right? Something to host my daughter's birthday is also looking for me, because they're also looking for someone who's having a birthday party, right? So what I'm searching for is also looking for me. And when I visited their Facebook page, they had an offer. And so I jumped in on it, right? They didn't know I was looking for them, but here I was. So when you're in an energetic field that matches with what you desire, what you're searching for is also searching you, right? What you need to do to become a match so that you can intersect with what you want, because what you want also desires you back, right? I was looking for a birthday party, and they're looking for people who want to have a birthday party, right? That's the intersection of it. It's something so small, and yet what I was searching for is also looking for me, okay? So even in this masterclass, I'm seeking you and you're seeking me. Because if you weren't here, I'd be talking to myself first of all. And as much as I like talking to myself, I love talking to all of you, right? And then you're here because something inside of you is going to get unlocked today. There's a piece of you, and it doesn't exist outside of you. It is within you. But because we are all here in a certain frequency wanting to talk about manifestation, we're co-creating this process right now, which raises your vibration so that you unlock keys to what is already there inside of you through just having this conversation. Right? You're going to remember things from the past, and it might not happen in the next hour, but within the next day. This always happens to me when I talk about manifestation, is around the time, even right now, or within the next couple of days, you're going to have an aha moment, or you're going to unlock something or some feeling or some emotion inside of you is going to go, oh, and it was always there. It was always there for you, but it needed the energy in order for you to be able to unlock it. So I'm seeking you just as you're seeking me, right? So we manifested each other. So in you coming here, you being here right now, we are an energetic match for the manifestation and to create this process together. Right? And what can you do when you learn how to manifest like from your body and how to embody, manifest from not from trauma, not from a place of lack, not from scarcity. You can manifest anything and you can change the world. Right? And so it is magic. We're learning manifestation, which is creating things from your thoughts, from air. Right? So if you get to learn this magic, which you're doing right now and which you've already done, a lot of you already manifest, well, we're all manifesting, but manifesting what you desire, how would you show up? How would you show up if you knew that what you're looking for, the hope, the wellness, the joy, the inner peace, how would you show up if you knew that they were, all that is already looking for you too, and that it's already here? Right? Let's say you knew that the person of your dreams was here. How would you stand? You know, what would it, how would you speak? What kind of energy would you radiate? Right? If you knew that the person that you were meant to be with for the rest of your life that was here and they were looking for you, I'm sure you would be a lot different than, okay, let's, you know, let's just listen to what she has to say. Right? What would you wear? How would you stand? Who would you be? You would change who you were being. So the hope, the wellness, the joy, if it's here, how would you act? Like how do you act in joy? I was telling the story of my daughter. She's 4. Or soon to be 5. Anyway, she loves getting things. Of course she does. She's a kid. But she like receives with joy. So much joy. So you give her something like an eraser and she's like, oh my gosh, mommy, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's the prettiest eraser. It's unicorns. I love unicorns. I can't believe I have a unicorn eraser. And then it makes you want to give her more, right? Even though I'm her parent, I'm like, okay, I can't keep giving you more. But she's so joyful in the way she's receiving that everyone wants to bring her presents. And then she becomes even more joyful. So even if you gave her a lollipop, if you gave her a sticker, she'll be like, I got a sticker today from Madame, you know, she gave me a sticker. I got a sticker. I changed the fastest into my pantalon de neige, into my snow pants, and I got a sticker. Look, it's a panda sticker. Like, it's a sticker, right? But she's like, this is the most amazing thing in the world. And so the universe always provides for her, always gives to her. She is overflowing with too many things because of how happy it is and how much fun it is to give her the things that you know she would like, right? So if you knew that you were going to get presents and these were coming to you and they're already here, how would you act? Like, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm so excited. You know, I get to see this. Like, you know, I get to go here. I get to, you know, that's the energy that you want in your nervous system, because the energy with which you perceive an event is how you're going to remember it. So there's energy poor, energy neutral, and energy rich states. And in energy poor, it's just about getting by. Like, I don't have enough, I'm in scarcity, I'm just making it like I'm almost dead kind of thing. You're still here, but there's just enough energy to live. Energy neutral is things are okay. Things are good. I can live, and I can, you know, almost, you know, be there, but that's just energy neutral. It's the comfort zone. It's everything is good. And then there's energy rich, which is like, I am extraordinary. I am so fantastic. It's not even funny, right? And so if you're in energy poor and you get up and you stub your toe, you're like, ouch, that hurts. I already hurt in my arm. Now I hurt in my foot. Okay, I look at the clock. Oh, great, I'm late now. Okay, I'm going to go take a shower. I might as well get to bed, get started. Oh, I hit my head. Great, now I have a concussion. And this is energy poor, right? And so you're like, this is the start of a terrible day. And then your day snowballs from there. Let's say you get up, you won the lottery. You won, you're like, I just won the lottery. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You stubbed your toe. Do you even care? Not at all, because of the energetic state that you are in. So the energetic state that you're in gives your nervous system the energy to perceive what's happening to you, the circumstance, right? So seeing, you want to know and you want to be aware of, am I in energy poor? Am I in energy neutral? And am I in energy rich? And there's no one better than the other. It's just knowing where you are so that you can shift to where you need to be. Okay, so what if you manifested this now? And I manifested this. We all manifested this. Okay, so your nervous system settings determine the way that you are seeing the world. And so if your nervous system is programmed for lack or for fear, what do you think you'd intuitively attract more of? Right? More of that. Okay. And so before we keep going on the co-creation process, what we want to know is, I want you to know is that you're always creating, right? It's always happening whether you're here or not, right? And your nervous system is programmed before you were born, okay, in utero, right? You get genes from your parents and then the generations that came before them inside of you, right? And then the environment in utero, you are going through experiences. You have ears, you can hear what's happening around you, okay? You can hear if there's a lot of fighting, you can hear if there's a lot of laughter, if there's a lot of joy. You can feel in your body the different hormones and chemicals that go through your body if your mother's under stress, right? Because if your mom is under stress, she's going to be releasing cortisol, adrenaline, and you're going to be feeling that because you're inside of her, right? So your nervous system is wired so that you will be okay when you come out into that environment. And that happens before you even come out. Okay? And then after you're born, your nervous system further gets wired by how your parents responded to your needs or the people who are looking after you, right? So if they responded with, oh my gosh, you're doing great, you're so wonderful, oh, you're the best thing in the world, right? There's a different nervous system rewiring as, okay, we're just going to put you down there. Why are you crying? Please stop crying, and I don't want to touch you and hold you. Okay? There's different extremes, all right? And so if you're thinking right now, great, I had a terrible childhood, I'm screwed. That is not the case. But I want you to know where it started from. Okay, and the reason that you're not screwed, if you had a bad childhood or anything like that, is that the nervous system is neuroplastic. That means it has the capacity to change. And so you can rewire it and you can choose the rewiring. But we do want to know how it began and what you're wired like so that you can see what the changes are. Okay? And so, again, when we go back to what if my nervous system is programmed with lack? What if that's the homeostasis? And that's what I gravitate towards, right? What if your perceived block is the key and it's the wisdom to take you to that level of next transformation? So if you perceive lack to be the key, then instead of running away from the lack, we want to go towards it, right? We want to tap into it and we want to be there with it. And we want to say, okay, it's lack. Like, where are you coming from? Is it because I see lack in me that you're showing up in other areas? Like, maybe I don't see myself enough, right? And so all of these, when we rewire the nervous system, we want to say, can I be safe enough or present enough in the presence of my wounding, in the presence of the trauma, the lineage, present enough to shift my relationship to it in order to see what the gift is right now in this moment. Okay? So let's just take a little look at how your body reacts. Okay, so I want you just to close your eyes for a moment. We're just going to connect. And I want you just to take note of the inner dialogue that you felt when you showed up for today, or when you came to a manifestation masterclass. Just take notes of the feeling inside. And I'm going to say some sentences, and if that resonates with you, good. If they don't, see if the next one does. Some people, when we talk about manifestation, they might say, well, it might work for her or him, but it's not going to work for me. But I'm curious, so I'm going to come anyway. Okay. That's one that I hear sometimes. Another one, keep breathing. I forgot to say, breathe in through the nose, out through your mouth when you connect. Maybe you came into this class thinking, maybe I'm missing something, and then this class will help unlock another piece. Or maybe you're like, I'm curious. You know, I would love to be able to attract what I desire. The way that you begin a process and that you come into the room or into a space is going to give you clues on how your nervous system is currently wired. Okay, so let's just say you decide you're going to start a business. Are you going in saying, I hope this works? Are you going in, okay, well, if it fails, here's my backup plan, right? Like, what percentage of you is in the process? Are you like all in, or are you 10% in? Are you dipping your toes? Are you all in until it gets hard? Right? Are you all in until you're asked to change? Right? Or maybe you're all in until I need to make a decision. Right? All these start the manifestation process. So it's good to know who you are and who you're coming in as. There's a different level of commitment, let's say if you're married versus if you just started dating somebody. Right? And if you are married, you may go through more things, like, or tolerate or even try and work out more things because of the level of commitment versus if you're not. And so how committed are you to the process of your abundance, or abundance in all areas? How committed are you to manifesting wellness and joy and inner peace? You're going to get different results if you're all in on your inner peace versus you're 10% in, right? Because all the areas that we want to manifest in, it's not all sunshines and rainbows, right? People think that they want something because it's going to give them better, but it actually just gives you more. So let's say, for example, it's easier to do it with numbers. So like manifesting money, because it's something that people can see. So if you want to be, let's say you have it in your head, okay, I'm going to be a millionaire and I'm going to, why? Let's say it gives you freedom, right? How do you know that being a millionaire is going to bring you freedom? It's just something you think it will do, right? Maybe getting $500,000 will bring you millionaire status, right? Maybe you'll feel the same freedom at $100,000, right? We don't know because we actually haven't manifested it yet. So when we only look at things in one light, and also we don't know what it's going to take to become the version of ourselves that can manifest 100,000, 500,000, a million, or whatever it is. You can replace the words, the money, with the health, with the relationships, with whatever it is that you want. Right? So we want to first know, what kind of energy are you going in with? Like, I'm going in to play full out in this area. And then we want to know who you're being along the way. Right? Because that's more important than the result. Who you are becoming, the result, the manifestation that you want, it is a byproduct of who you're becoming, right? We'll take that, let's say the business person who wants to be in the space where they're making $1 million. Okay, so what skills are they going to have to learn between 100,000 and $1 million? Probably quite a lot, right? They're going to have to better themselves. They're going to have more boundaries because they're going to have to hold more. Right? Because at the same time as, let's say, the more famous or popular or successful you become, you're also going to have more haters, right? You're going to have more of everything. You're going to have more people criticizing you, more people hating you. And can you hold both? Can you hold both sides? And usually the universe tests you in advance of what you want to receive, because it says, can you hold both? Because your dreams, desires, if they involve other people, and if you're helping other people and in the lives of other people, and then something hard comes along the way and you're like, okay, I quit. That's not just you. It's a lot of people that you're holding space for, right? So I'm going to test you. I'm going to give, the universe says, here's a little test. Let's see how you do. Who are you when this comes, right? Can you hold space for all of it? And who are you going to be as it goes through? There are people who play the game, so the game of life, right? You can play to win. You can play for fun. You have people who aren't in the game, so they're sitting and watching on the sidelines and commentating on what everyone else is doing, right? You go, oh, that player could have done it differently. Oh, she should have invested like that. Oh, they should have done this. Well, it's easy to say when you're sitting up there and not on the field. Are you playing to win this game? Are you playing to have fun? Are you playing to learn? If you're playing a game to learn, you learn the most when the mistakes happen. Right? That's when most of the learning occurs. And it's where you decide, who am I in this process? There's people who play to win only when they're winning, right? And then the second they start to look like they might lose, they're like, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. Right? And then there's people who, okay, it's too hard. I give up. But the people who really grow to the next level of who they can be, they're the people who are losing and can still play like they're winning. If you've seen like the championship games when the people are down, when they're out and they come back, like that's the comeback. So that's the energy rich, right? Everybody's cheering them on because they are down, they are out, like the game point is on the line, and yet they come back and they battle their way through. Right? That's the comeback story. That's what everyone loves to hear about. That's like the human potential, right? That is what we are made of. And that's who you find out who you are, is in that. It's not when everything is going well. So sometimes the universe sends you these lovely tests for you, especially for you, to say, can you hold both? Can you hold more? You are asking for more of this, more of that. Can you hold it? And is it sustainable? Because some people will reach their desire and then it falls away, right? You see people win the lottery and then you hear about them going bankrupt. It's because they're not able to sustain that. Right? Maybe it's too much that their relatives are like, can I have money? Can I do this? Or they can't figure out who their friends are anymore. Or people are always wanting something from them. Whatever the case is, if they haven't built up the strength along the way, then it's really hard to sustain it. So the game isn't about just achieving what it is that you want. It's, can you hold it? And often I get patients coming in and they'll be like, oh, I have low back pain. What would you like me to do? Okay, get rid of it. Okay, great. So if I get rid of it, do you want me to take you back to like 2 weeks ago when you didn't have back pain? And then they start laughing, because a lot of the behaviors, the perceptions, and the structures in your life were still the same. So you fast forward 2 weeks and you're still eating poorly, you're not exercising, yada, yada, yada. You're still ending up with a low back pain. And then you're having stress, and then you go and move and shovel the snow. And then there it is, low back pain comes back. Well, Dr. Amanda said she was getting rid of it, but you did not change, right? And so it is about who you're becoming along the way. That's the important part. And the sages of the ages have always said that. It's the journey, right? And here we are. This is the destination. The destination is just a goalpost. Like, it's just something to focus on so that all these shiny objects don't distract us. Right? But it is not, it is who you're becoming, what you stop to smell the roses, because between where you are and what you desire, there's still life in the middle, right? So do you say, okay, I'm only going to feel free, I'm only going to feel happy when I make the $1 million, when I'm fully healed, or when I'm in the best shape of my life possible? Okay, what if it takes time to get there, right? Aren't you going to live your life along the way? So that's some of the things people forget about the manifestation process. So focused on the goal, which is good, but it's a byproduct of who you're becoming along the way. Just taking it. Okay, another area where people tend to struggle is that they don't take action in alignment with what they desire. So they're like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want. I want this. Okay, universe, give it to me. I'm here. Hello? Hey, why isn't I here yet? I said I wanted to meet the man or the woman of my dreams. Okay, walk through the door. Okay, doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it does not. Okay, money rain from the sky, right? No, we need to take action, because in taking the action, you become the person, right? So what action in alignment do you need to take? And it's also not bartering me with the universe. All right, universe, if you give me this, I'm going to do 1 push-up a day, right? I promise I will do my 1 push-up a day. Meanwhile, what you want has nothing to do with the action of doing a push-up a day, right? It is action in alignment with who you want to be, the version of yourself that has the hope, the wellness, the joy, the financial abundance, the inner peace, the whatever it is that you're searching, the relationship that you are searching for. Okay? So action is important. If you want to be in the best shape of your life, best health in your life, most likely you're going to have to work out in some way, right? Exercise in some capacity, whether that be at the gym, by yourself, strength training at home, doing yoga, doing for walks, whatever the case may be, you're going to have to exercise. And then you need to become a person who regularly exercises, right? And I'm also not saying we do this at the detriment of who we are, because in terms of not following your nervous system and doing something and pushing yourself beyond what you're capable of, okay? We want to honor your body and your nervous system. However, you will know whether you're procrastinating something because you just don't want to do it versus you are not capable of doing it, right? Because you don't have the energy, or you're feeling sick, whatever the case may be. I'm not saying push yourself to burnout or through your nervous system and blow it out to smithereens. I'm saying you know yourself when you are avoiding something versus when you are not like avoiding, or whether you are just not capable of doing it in this moment. And then it's not the right time, and you honor yourself and you just say, I can't in this moment. Either way, whatever you choose is the right answer. So people ask me, they're like, okay, I have 2 difficult choices. How do I make the right choice? I want to do this or this. Okay, one way is you pick both choices and play them out to the end, and you make it an outstanding life no matter what. So you have this job or this job. You pick them both and you go, this is going to, if I take this job, this is what my life is going to look like. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be wonderful, whatever. I have this job. Okay, I want to go here. It's going to be fabulous, whatever, and then you pick one and you make that the right one. So you just say, yes, this is what I'm going to do. This is the right one, and I'm going to do this. Because either way, you're going to find out pretty soon. And even if it's not the right one, you learn something, so it's still the right one. Right? So make the decision. The easiest way to overcome procrastination is to take action. Just take the action. So that's where a lot of people get stuck, is not taking action. They sit there, or they go into that freeze, or they put their head in the sand. No, I don't want to deal with it. Right? And that actually is the area that you need to work through. So take alignment, direction, action in alignment with the direction that you desire. And along the way, you become a different person. And then you do that over and over and over again until the future you has is a match for what you desire. And with each version of yourself that you go into, that you step into, you're evolving along the way, right? You're putting out a different frequency and then attract something else. And then you go there and then attract something else, right? And we're talking about the co-creation process. It means that there's another presence involved in the process. So sometimes it is not the timing that you want it to be. That happens, right? It doesn't mean things aren't happening, right? If life calls you to move, then you move. Sometimes people wait for the environment to be in alignment before they move. So that's like, okay, when, let's say you're looking at buying a house or something. I've had people say, okay, when the interest rates are right, I will buy a house when this happens. This is the right time. Right now is not the right time to look for a new job. Right now is not the right time to start a family. This is not the right time. And you can come up with a zillion excuses for why it's not the right time. And that's okay. But that's waiting for the environment to be in alignment before you move. Versus you move and you allow the environment to change for you, right? So you can be the one staying still, or you can be the one in movement. So the funny thing in this game of life is that what we don't understand is that we're the player. So we could decide which way we go. We're also the hero. Yay, we made it. We're also the villain. How are we the villain? Because most of the times the things that stop us are within ourselves. Right? What stops you? Okay, my procrastination stops me. My fear of failure stops me. Oh, what people think stops me. Oh, that my energy level stops me. So most of your villains are inside yourself. So you are both the player, the villain, the hero. You are the coder. You code the game because you decide the rules, right? You are all of it. You are the creator. You create the game. You create how you win. So you are the entire game. And we co-create it with each other, right? And we co-create it with God, Spirit, the universe, all the things. So sometimes we want our manifestation to happen in a certain amount of time. However, there's a lot of moving pieces, as you just heard. And the timeline might not work out the way that you want it to. But it doesn't mean stuff isn't happening along the way, right? So you can move, you can wait and wait for the right time, or you can be the right time and you decide it's the right time right now and everything else will move into it. Okay. All right. So another thing we've been talking about is that who we're becoming along the way is the important thing, right? It is also how you're feeling, your energy. So right now, think about the things that you desire, what you want. Okay. Why do you want it? What do you think it's going to bring you? I want you to write it in the chat. If you had what you want, what do you think it's going to bring you? Joy, independence. Okay, great. Joy and independence. Can you find something to be joyful right now? Probably. Right? Can you find something in your life that you're doing independently? Probably. So you can have the feeling that you want to experience right now. You don't have to wait for later. You can experience it right now. Right? Someone wants to find wellness and inner peace. Can you find one part of you that's peaceful? Can you find one little aspect of peace within you and grow it from there? so that you are already successful because you already have the peace, you already have joy, you already have independence, you already have wellness, and all you need to do is grow it more. You need to expand it. That's it. You're already successful. You just need to scale it or get it more. You are already that which you seek. You're already an energetic match for it because you have aspects of it. You just want to grow that. That's it. And so the feeling and the energy matters because your body does not know if this is something is happening to you in the past, in the present, or the future. And so this happens a lot in PTSD, right? Your body reacts in this moment from something that was happening before to you, and you feel like it's happening right now. So if it can work with something like PTSD, it can also work with, oh, my future me, the version of me that has what I desire. I can have that right now. My body can feel like it has that right now. And it does when it's feeling wellness. It does when it's feeling the inner peace. It does when it's feeling the joy. So you can work it backwards and forwards. You know, you can imagine, if you want to be on a beach, you can imagine being there. You can be like, okay, I'm on the beach. I can feel the sun, or I'm sitting under the umbrella. I can hear the waves. I can hear that. Like, you can put yourself there. If you like to travel, you can be like, oh, I'm eating pasta in Italy. I can literally taste it right now. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, gelato, that's where I'm going next. I'm going to walk down. You can see yourself walking down the streets, right? And your body feels like it's there. So we're using this manifestation of the future to bring it in and calling it in right now. Because you're like, I'm feeling like I'm there right now. And your body's like, yeah, we're already there. We're great. We're a match for that. Let's go have pizza and let's go have pasta in Italy, right? And so what we want to do, the big picture is, we're meeting at a crossroads energetically of where you are manifesting and you are being manifested at the same time. And where you meet is where the magic happens. So your job, my job, your job is to become an energetic match for the people or the place or the thing that are manifesting you at the same time that you're manifesting it. Everything that you desire is desiring you at the exact same time. Everything you're manifesting is manifesting you at the same time. Everything I'm creating is also creating with me and co-creating with me at the same time. And when you are looking at it from the lens of the nervous system and your feelings and your energy, it's within you, right? So you can't lose yourself because it's not an outside metrics, right? It's not, this is how I think I will feel, or I'm doing this for my mother, I'm doing this for my father, I'm doing this to be successful so that the world can see me successfully. You can't lose yourself because you are the map. You are the guide, right? What you are feeling, that is the energetic guidance system. Your energy is showing you. That's why we go heart-centered, right? Your heart is leading you. Your desired-led life is that your desires are leading you. You can't go astray from there. You don't lose yourself, right? The manifestation is a result of who you're becoming. Does that make sense? What questions, if any, do you have? What was an aha moment that you got today? Or something that you're going to ponder some more? I want you to go ahead and write that in the chat. What is something new that resulted in this discussion of using your body and embodying the manifestation process, being the map? Yes, creating the energy that I seek. Yep, you are the energy with which you seek. It's already in you. And sometimes a community of people doing that, like what you need is people who are doing what you desire to do, and not from a place of I'm jealous because I want what they have. It's from a place of they are showing me that if it's possible for them, it's possible for me. They are pathways of possibility. Okay? You've already planted the seed of what you want. Yes. So all you do is give it some water, sunshine, nutrients, right? So you help that seed grow. Because so often, as we know, we plant the seed and all the growing is happening underneath. And then all of a sudden one day it pops out. Right? So if the seed is planted, you're in the nurturing phase, the watering phase. Give it sunshine. Or as my daughter says, I ask her what the plants need to grow. And, she'll say rain, she'll say sun, and then she goes, love. And I'm like, yes, if the plants had more love, absolutely 100% they would grow better. Go love all the plants, kiddo. So yes, love is an important part of the process as well. And if you feel like you're alone in this process, or if you're like, nobody thinks like me, or I want to be in a group of people that think like me, I do have my daily dose of healing group. And some of you guys are already in it. So you'll know it's an environment where it's self-paced. You're in a group of people. You can say whatever it is that you want. You can reach out for support whenever you need it. And in there this month, it's our Manifestation March, and I'm doing 31 days of training about manifestation, about the manifestation process, about who you're becoming. And so if you want to hop in on that with us, there is definitely more time to do that. And you can catch up on all the past trainings. There's like 200 that you get. You can join for a month or stay for a lifetime, whatever it is you want. So if you would like to do that, then you are more than welcome to join us. Excuse me. And then I have a special surprise that I'm not going to tell you about, but it's going to be coming out on March the 8th on International Women's Day. It's also my birthday. So I love International Women's Day. It's always a fun week. And so that's also, there's going to be a surprise coming out, a new program that I'm going to be teaching. And I'm super excited. So if there's no more questions, then I want to say thank you so much for coming out today and for being here. And I can't believe I manifested you all already. That is so excited, and that you manifested me. Thank you for the birthday messages. And it is always a pleasure and honor to be on this journey with you. You guys, I just want to say, most people and in society, we're taught, okay, you go to school at the beginning of your life, right? Usually by about 30, people finish all their schooling. Even though, like, I went to chiropractic school and I still finished by then. And that was a lot of school. So that's when society is like, oh, you should be going to school. How's school? How's school going? After that, a lot of people stop learning then, but not you. You are still here. You are still learning. You're still growing. And that's a really small percentage of people. So I want to say it, like, congratulations for getting yourself into the room, right? For not saying that, okay, I'm done. This is when my growing or education has finished. No, your growth and evolution for a lifetime. So you're already, if you're not seeing yourself already as successful, you are already beyond successful, because you've already been in more spaces and grown more than you could even imagine. Right? So I want to honor you and thank you for being here, and thank yourself for being one of the people who are few in the world. Right? Have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you very soon.